Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for September 14th, 2009. This is Patrick Ceresna. First off, I want to take a look at the S&P 500 using that SPDR exchange traded fund symbol SPY. We continue to see rallies, and last week we again proceeded off of that 99 to 100 focal point support, push another rally back into this 104 to 106 zone. At this stage, we do believe that this should act as an overhead resistance. Most likely can see a round of selling coming off of there, but we can't rule out the possibility that we still have multiple waves going forward higher, and maybe as high as the 110 to 112 zone. Right now we don't want to fight the rally itself, but we do want to stress that we do believe that there will be a market top occurring somewhere in this zone. So even though we're not immediately bearish, we see very little upside potential and a lot of risk on the downside. So even if you do want to trade to that upside, you can, but we believe at this stage profit taking and raising cash is going to be a prudent idea. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, which is the symbol JLO. And in spite of the fact that the S&P 500 had a very robust rally, the regional banks have really not participated, and we're now starting to see again some lagging performance. This may in fact show that the market itself is not proceeding on a broader perspective, and we are seeing the tapering here, but nonetheless this doesn't bode bullishly for the regional banks. If any selling comes in the S&P, this may start making a push down toward the $17 level or lower. Next here, I wanted to look at the ISE Syndex, which is the symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. We now have reached the upside target of what we call the short move. It's hit in this 108 to 112 area. This is a very prudent time to be locking in some of the profits of the rally. If in fact though the Syndex is prepared to complete its full measured move, there still may be the potential of another $9 to $10 on the upside as we make a push all the way into the 119 to 125. One way or another, if you do want to hold out for the full measured move, you should at some point be looking at finding a way, whether through trailering stops or other means of locking in some of the gains that you've made to date. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is the symbol RUF, and similar to what we're seeing in the Regional Banks Index, where the home builders have actually not participated as strongly in this last leg of the rally in spite of the S&P pushing higher. And there is definitely a shifting in momentum when using numerous indicators. So we'll be on the lookout to see whether or not the home builders can break to a higher high. There are some measured moves that push up into the 12.5 to 13.5 area. But if the home builders fails to break to a higher high, we may be looking at a topping formation in here. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is the symbol FUM. We've had, for the last few weeks, a price target for a measured move up into the 100 to 110 zone, and this week we got a really nice thrust higher as the natural gas index blasted off into that zone. We do consider that to be a test of the 100 zone, but there's nothing stopping this from getting right now deep into that target zone on the upside. That is a prudent place to be locking in some of the profits as we get into there. If we have proper market consolidations up there, there might still be more upside, but that's certainly a good place to take some early profits. And finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is the symbol UKX. And we've had for numerous weeks price targets on the upside. It was 495 to 515, which is the measured move on the upside. If in fact there is one more bigger thrust, there is an extended move that can go as high as the 530 to 540, but otherwise we are looking for some sort of at least a short-term top to be occurring up in this zone. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.